I take an apron. I take an apron. I wear my apron. I wear my apron. I wash my hands. I wash my hands. I dry my hands with a towel. I dry my hands with a towel. I clear the kitchen table. I clear the kitchen table. I take a big bowl. I take a big bowl. I take a sharp knife. I take a sharp knife. I take a wooden cutting board. I take a wooden cutting board. I take some fresh vegetables. I take some fresh vegetables. I wash the vegetables carefully. I wash the vegetables carefully. I peel the carrots. I peel the carrots. I put the peels in the trash. I put the peels in the trash.
I cut the onion into pieces. I cut the onion into pieces. I wash the meat. I wash the meat. I dry the meat with a paper towel. I dry the meat with a paper towel. I slice the meat into small cubes. I slice the meat into small cubes. I put the meat in the bowl. I put the meat in the bowl. I mix the meat with spices. I mix the meat with spices. I chop the garlic. I chop the garlic. I slice the tomatoes. I slice the tomatoes. I prepare the salad. I prepare the salad. I set the salad aside. I set the salad aside. I take the pan. I take the pan. I put a pan on the fire. I put a pan on the fire. I pour some oil into the pan. I pour some oil into the pan. I wait for the oil to get hot. I wait for the oil to get hot. I put the meat in the pan. I put the meat in the pan. I stir the meat with a spatula. I stir the meat with a spatula. I add the vegetables to the pan. I add the vegetables to the pan. I smell the delicious food. I smell the delicious food. I add a little salt. I add a little salt. I add some pepper. I add some pepper. I pour some water into the pan. I pour some water into the pan. I check the food. I check the food. I taste the sauce. I taste the sauce. I stir everything one more time. I stir everything one more time. I put the food on a plate. I put the food on a plate. I carry the plate to the table. I carry the plate to the table. I bring the dishes to the sink. I bring the dishes to the sink. I wash the dirty plates. I wash the dirty plates. I scrub the pan clean. I scrub the pan clean. I wash the cutting board. I wash the cutting board. I rinse the knife under water. I rinse the knife under water. I dry the kitchen tools. I dry the kitchen tools. I put the dishes on the rack. I put the dishes on the rack. I wipe the kitchen table. I wipe the kitchen table. I clean the stove. I clean the stove. I take off my apron. I take off my apron. I put everything in the right place. I put everything in the right place.